Hi everybody, Monsieur Balisong here for a collection update. I'm going to throw this under a Monsieur Rambles title because I'm just going to ramble while I'm playing with these things, but this point of this video is basically to show you where the collection stands right now, talk about how I got some of my newer knives, where some of my knives are going to be traded off to, because some of these are most likely going to be traded. I'm going to start off with stuff that you've already seen though. So let's start off with the small fly, my first review. It's still nice. It's still a very good utility butterfly knife. Can't really flip it that well, as you can see. You can't really flip it that well, as you can see. But yeah, this is just a nice little SV30V CP knife that I throw in my that I throw in my pocket and use as a pocket knife, and it's not going anywhere. My new utility knife, Benchmade 32, as it says on the blade. You probably can't see because it's too shiny. This I got, and I traded my old white Replicant for it. These usually go around mid 200 price point, right? So I traded my Replicant, and I got some cash out of the trade as well. So it was definitely worth it, and I think this is just a cool alternative to the Spider small fly as another utility knife that I think looks nicer than the small fly too. So it's just, you know, another utility knife. Can't really flip it that much, too light for flipping, too short for flipping, but a beautiful knife nonetheless. This piece of shit, this is hilarious and stupid. Oh, it latched. Made by Fury, if you were interested. It is my cute balisong. We'll put that away. Flytanium Lucha. Y'all know about this. I reviewed this thing. It's a fun little bop to throw around. The bearings kind of get a little bit too fast to flip. I've been trying to sell this actually because it doesn't really fit my flipping style. And it's too square, too rectangular. Flips are really nice, but I want to sell it and maybe fund another knife. Or fund my student loans, because you know, those are pretty important to pay off. Let's see, let's get all the old ones out of the way first. We got the spasm fingers. This bad boy flips super fast. Crazy quick, throw them in the air, catch them. Pop them over, spin them to your other hand, throw it back. Other hand. Just a quick flipping balisong with the brass balls in the bottom. This thing, I'm waiting to see what these new spacers do to see if they increase or decrease the play. Yeah. And then of course, TF2 balisong, really cool butterfly knife. Fun to flip. Heavy, needs some new Loctite in it, that's for sure. But fun butterfly knife. That gave me my worst cut ever from a butterfly knife like last week. This thing was deep as hell. Thank God it has, for the most part, healed. So that's those two. And then of course, the most beautiful butterfly knife made. A Tropos laminated demon. What a beauty. Too blade heavy for my opinion, but you could still spin this bad boy around. Get some nice tricks out of it. Maybe we can do a little aerial. Of course we can do a little aerial. Nothing gets more gorgeous than that thing. And no tap. Alright, into the newer stuff. This bad boy. Look at him. Look at that purple and blue son of a bitch with a red rubber band to denote what the bite handle is, because this thing bites you. Look at that. And yes, so these things back here, you might think they're safe because they're flattened, but these can still grab you and make you bleed. This is sharp. I was just doing this one day and I had a cut on my finger, just running my finger slowly across it. So don't fuck around with this knife. This is the black balisong Zolo, in case you needed to be acquainted with Her Majesty, the most dangerous butterfly knife there is. Let me tell you, do not chaplain with the wrong finger with this damn thing. It'll screw you the hell up. 0 tap, really good play. I bought this outright at a really good price. Expect a review on this. Any knife that you see in my collection right now that you didn't see earlier, expect a review on, because it is my ultimate goal to review every knife I own. So, yes, this thing is really cool. Next is a weird one. We're gonna get into the replicants. I have 4 replicants right now. This, if you cannot tell, is actually a Purple Select rep. The previous owner dyed it black. Yes, I know, that's depressing as hell. But it's okay. It went to a good home. I plan on trying to either get back its original color, or I'm just gonna trade it out to someone else who wants to try to do that. But it's a replicant. It's what you expect. It flips perfectly. It's my favorite butterfly knife ever made. I flip replicants super comfortably, more comfortable than any knife ever made, if that's not obvious. And yeah, weird Purple Select rep. Next is a Mega Beater. This thing is an alt blade rep that is super beat. You can tell by the plastic on it. Or should I say the duct tape. Got this in a bit of a trade, I think. Very fun to flip. It's crazy how much faster I can flip a replicant than I can any other knife. There's a reason I own 4. So this is my other alt blade beater, much less of a beater than the last one I just showed you. Oh, you got stuck in my sleeve. I've had this one for about a month now. I customized it myself. I anodized the titanium with batteries, gold and blue. I'm really happy with this blue, it's gorgeous. I made my own Loctite paracord latch that, hold on, I'll show you, it works great. Look at that. Never coming off me. Flick it up. I also did something that ruins the knife. I ground in little inlays in between the chevrons, which, yes, this incredibly devalues it, but let me tell you, it gives it a lot of grip. So if you want to devalue your knife, you sand in little things there, and just holding it for like Y2K, holding it up here for spinning, it just makes the knife much better at all of that stuff. It's crazy. And it sounds nice. And lastly is the Pite Resistant. This is a V1 replicant. This was a big purchase, a big grail of mine. It has beautiful fade ano, small BRS logo, square blocky handle G10. This is what normal replicants look like nowadays. See how the liners are more square, the G10 is more square, the liners were actually bigger as well. And then you can see the logo on the blade. This is the newer BRS. The logo is bigger. On the old one, it's more pale and smaller. So this was a grail of mine, honestly. Because these were made in 2014. I had a replicant in 2015 that was a V1, and I sold it for $150. Yes, $150. Which is, if you know anything about V1s, that's an idiotic price. But I don't have to tell you that. I'm being a little careful with it. Not doing anything too insane. Being a little sloppy as a result. Because this thing has tiny play and no tap. And for a V1, That is incredibly rare. Let's see if I can do a nice little... Let's do a fun little roll. Ready? Oh, we're getting stuck on the watch. We're not doing that. So that's that. Collection update. Hope you enjoyed. Just kind of flipped a little bit and rambled about my balisongs as a Monsieur Rambles is expected to do. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.